So, all right. So basically, yeah. So bear with me if you're ever in any of the places that I frequent, because I would do the same. So I'll ask is you do the same thing for me that you would do for somebody in the military, because we're virtually doing the same thing. We are. We're doing literally the same thing. All right, and people know that. So, you know, like you support the troops in your family, support troops that aren't in your family, because if the troops in your family die, the troops that aren't in your family are going to help protect you when you don't step up and be a troop and you just be a party animal your whole life. I'm keeping your family alive unless you work with your family. You do that? Cool. So bear with me. That's all. You know what I mean? But, I'm moderating out, and this is what I ask so that, everybody can moderate. But at the end of the day, bear with me because I'm protecting you, Pittsburgh. I'm protecting Pitt. End of the story. I'm an ambassador. Okay? Pitt ambassadors aren't just students that go here. They're people that take time from not partying. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if all of my stuff, I decided to leave it in my storage unit or my hotel or wherever I stay, and I walk around with one hoodie on, one pair of shorts, and I just go to the store and I just buy party favors and fluffers, and I just went on an orgy and I just became a pure dick? What would you do if I just saved my money and I didn't walk around looking to see if I could help Pittsburgh police protect people like you, and I just became greedy and served myself without breaking the law, because fluffers aren't illegal. I have 3 storage units. I could just leave all of my stuff there. I don't have to carry 500 pounds a day and a pair of handcuffs. I could just party on Carson every night, walk into the same bars where people are at, or just sit in the same places that I frequent and just spend $200 slowly all day. What would you do if I did that? What would you do if instead of being dirty on purpose, I just literally got a haircut every freaking day? You know what's stopping me? Not because I can't afford it. Use your brain. What would you do if I just served myself and I just became just somebody that was pure, able to obey the law, but just nothing but a party animal and just sat beside you at the bar and until it left spending money slow as heck? I'm carrying this 500 pounds for you because I could literally catch the bus right now with a bus pass that's paying for that for the whole month. I could take everything that I have to my storage unit right now and literally leave it there and just sit here and do nothing but day cap right beside you. I'm buying you time because you can't be a pure asshole and carry 500 pounds all the time. So stop fucking complaining. Bear with me, but you just have to be real like that. Because if you talk to people all nice, what do you know? They treat you like an asshole because not everybody got couth. Have reserve for the people that actually are like, yo, this guy is really, really not tripping, fool. He's not. You are. So let's get this anger management thing going and moderate around. And if everybody else wants to be people that are stuck to the wall, they're welcome to, but I'm not stuck on anything. Like I said, I'm rubber, you're glue. So as we continue on, all cars are welcome right along. I see no emergency. I feel no emergency. It's Officer 72 ASCAP. Reference that. All right, Commercial Security LLC, PGC LLC, Forensics Police. 9:41 a.m. Saturday, March 29th, 2025. The day before my birthday, I'm about to be 45, and I'm not even tripping, fool. All right, so listen. I look good, don't I? I know I do. I keep myself looking good, and that's not me gloating. That's me keeping it real. All right, so listen. As my phone, pardon me. As my phone downloads the what I'm just downloading that I just recorded right now. In the last one, you'll see it on my live Anger Management TV. Join us. I want to take a brief moment to thank my sponsors because hold on, Bucky, some of my sponsors. All right, Some of my sponsors don't hear it enough. And what's that? Me saying thank you. So, we're going to give it up for Starbucks, all the restaurants, Stack Burgers, wherever I dine, Cambodia restaurant, Permani's. I've been to Jack's, Hill District, Shepherd's Heart, Jubilee Kitchen. You're like, whoa, you named Starbucks, you're naming restaurants, but now you're going to bars and then churches. Shouldn't it be like one and then none? Nah, because see, listen, even when you're, somebody's bar buddy or just new in a bar, just coming in every now and then to have a drink or two, and you're whispering and you're sharing with a new potential confidant. It's a stool that somebody else could be sitting in, and this right here, this little sitting area is a place that a lot of times before I go to the library, I sit here and I do my lives, and I'm working on my inside voice, because sometimes I have my earbuds in and it causes my voice to go up. And not just that, whenever you're a musician and you're used to performing and projecting your voice out to big crowds, your voice is naturally, like that. So I'm working on that. But I just want to make this call to action and reach out and to see if there's any churches out there that have a space, or if they could reach out to your community, talk amongst your congregation. Even if you have a tattoo shop, if you have some form of mom and pop business, or you're a student organization that might know somebody that knows somebody, all right? Maybe you have a place that you can let me, even a gym, a martial arts gym, whatever you got, so that when I come here in the morning or wherever I go between classes, I could study quietly to give other students, hold on, pardon me, Bucky, I could give other students the opportunity to study quietly, or so that they could hear themselves think, so I don't become the loudest dinosaur in the plaza or the biggest dinosaur in the plaza here. That would be great, because I would love for this anger management stuff to go from Zooms and IGs and recorded feeds on YouTube to in person. But I'm waiting still to hear back more people that want to be involved via, live Zooms, whatever, conference calls. So, and just, for me to ask around behind closed doors. I know a lot of people ask about me and every other new person in town. What is this person really like? Have you ever chilled with them? Nope, I'm not doing that. I heard he sleeps in the wood. I heard he sleeps under the bridge. I heard he sleeps on the street. I heard he hangs up FBI signs. I don't want to take a chance with somebody like that. People that never even were friends on my Facebook or look down my timeline, because I get it, like as of the past, I don't get it, but I understand. The last 1,000 pictures on my timeline are police affiliated, but 10,000 pictures and videos before that were me on tour smoking weed on the same Instagram. I'm encouraging you to not smoke weed on. So like the same YouTube channels, I have YouTube channels of me smoking weed, rapping, and so I understand what's going on here. All right, but I'm just looking. I want to start a Narcotic Anonymous group. I want to start coaching. I got certified in helping people deal with weed, and whether weed is right for you or it's not for you. I'm lobbying for it to become actually recreational here in Pittsburgh. And some people miss when I say this, or they hear me say it once and then they see me hang up a picture and they're like, I don't get it. I don't connect the two. You don't, right? You don't. But that's what you do. So, but yeah, it would be great. And then that way, like I said, I can, moderate. And, also, I just want to let people know, if you're watching this and you frequent some of the places that I frequent, my warming shelter, like where I'm at right now, like the warming shelter that I go to, it's hard. So bear with me to carry as much weight.
Are you having any other symptoms?
See that guy way up there in the corner? Look at him. He looks like he's trying to jump. Pittsburgh PD is doing their best.
Sir, have you
Fire
taken any
department is
illegal
here. The whole
substances?
cavalry is here. Yep, mental health is definitely an issue this year in Pittsburgh.
What's your emergency,
We don't know who
sir?
that guy is, but we're all just staying out of his way. What do you think, Bub? Yeah, man. How important do you think mental health is in
911,
Pittsburgh
what's
this
your
year?
emergency?
I finished all them brownies.
Sir, this line is for...
Sir, what's going on?
Oh my god, she's setting up a camera.
Oh no.
Is it a woman or a man up there?
My stepbrother's stuck in the dryer. What am I gonna
That's
do?
crazy.
Oh my god.
Probably
Okay,
unknown
sir, I'm
from
gonna
news
need you to
already,
calm down,
right?
okay?
Okay.
Stepbrother, where
Oh.
are you?
Did you just hear that? She has a whip. What the fuck? I just met her
Okay,
today.
sir, I'm gonna need you to listen to me very carefully, okay? When she gets close to you, I'm gonna need you to fart directly right in her eye. This should disorient her for just a few seconds for you to get out, okay?
Oh god,
Yeah.
she's here.
Just do what I
hope it's
told you,
not like
okay?
a student or something.
Stepbrother.
Yeah, are they giving us permission to pass?
Oh god, I just shit
Somebody
myself.
pass them
fuck?
now.
How we doing, officer? So I'm here live with Film the Pittsburgh Police, and we want to know from a police officer from Zone 3, what made you clock in tonight and come to work tonight?
Well, this is where I'm scheduled to be. I'm down here every weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Is there ever a moment in your daily job where you don't want to be at work?
Not really, man. I love what I do.
After police work is over, do you see yourself running for any form of office, or do you think that it's just up to fate right now? What is it with you? What's your...
No office aspirations. I like the job. I'm probably just going to be patrol forever.
Pittsburgh appreciates you from Film the Pittsburgh Police. I just got to say thank you for your service. And this is a man that speaks sparingly right there. Respect that man. Thanks, my guy.
See you, man.
Respect. Yo, we out here on Oakland with my guy, man. Tell him what your name is, man. Josiah, representing what side of Pittsburgh?
On the Hill District.
Representing the Hill District. All right, so have you ever seen the movie Goonies?
Probably.
White guy, very popular actor. He was riding his bike one day, and he had a crush on a chick, and they were all in high school. The one guy, the popular yuppie, you know, the guy with the sweaters. You ever see the guys with the sweaters, like yuppie guys?
Yeah.
He had a drop-top convertible, and he pulled up at a traffic light, and he grabbed his hand on the bike and took him with him and let him off at the cliff. What is your experience whenever you come to a light and you see the guys driving the cars that you want to drive, and you're riding your bike back and forth to work?
At first, I was like, man, I want that car. Man, I wish I had that car. But then I was like, yo, I gotta be happy where I'm at. You know, gotta be happy. Like not content, but more just happy of like, yo, this is your life. Don't try to compare yourself to others. And you know, obviously, always still try to work your hardest, put yourself in a better position, but don't be like, yo, I wish I had that Lamborghini.
Facts.
Now,
tell the young people, what does it take to get a bike like this and be able to sustain a bike? How are you able to sustain your bike? And not everybody can just keep their bike; they get frustrated. What do you do?
Just work hard. You know, even on the days where it's raining. Some people see rainy days and they're like, yo, I'm gonna stay inside. And then
These are pretty diesel, man. How much did this bike cost you?
$2,000.
All right, kids. So you know what I'm saying? This guy, if he could do it, you could do it. And you know, he's representing. Who do you drive for?
I do Uber Eats.
He does Uber Eats. Okay.
I got this bike living in a shelter.
Okay.
So I was living in a shelter and I was doing Uber Eats on a mountain bike, so it wasn't electric.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was living in the shelter, didn't have to pay any rent. So I'm like, yo, I might as well just hustle on the electric.
What do you see the future of Pittsburgh for this young generation? Like with all the economic climate going on right now, do you think a lot of people are saying, you know what, it's good for me to have a backup plan, a job, or do you think a lot of people are really more so on the internet trying to do some like techie savvy stuff? Like what's going on?
I think it's both.
Oh my God, we got another delivery food guy. Yo, what's your motivation delivering food today, man? What made you get up and hop on that bike today? Yeah, my man. Respect that guy. Yeah. So tell me what you're saying though.
So, but I really think that it's about whatever your lane is, whatever your drive is. Figure that out.
It's a good lane, man. I really, I didn't know enough about it. I really prefer. I used to deliver food for Domino's Pizza in New Jersey, and it was fun. I like riding around my car listening to my music. I used to smoke weed and all that before I became a cop. But you know what I'm saying? Even when I retire, I might go back to doing it. But I want to play it safe, and I want to smoke weed like in a legal state. Like most likely, I'll probably move to Detroit or New Jersey or New York where it's legal. But right now, I got to graduate. Are you in college right now, or what do you do?
I should go back to college, honestly.
What would you go for, man?
Early childhood education and psychology. So like.
Yeah, didn't you say you were like a teacher or something?
Stuff like that. Yeah, I work at a daycare.
Okay, so again, kids, especially the young black generation, a lot of people think just because I'm black, I can't be a teacher, I can't be a doctor, I can't be a cop. This is a perfect example of this guy right here. You don't have to be a cop, but you don't have to settle for the stereotype. Growing up in Pittsburgh, did you have any stereotypes that people tried to say? Maybe your dreads, your hair, or your talk?
Definitely the hair.
The hair?
A lot of people would tell me like.
They profile you a lot, right?
Yeah, cut your hair. You look raggedy.
Yeah.
You look like a thug. A lot of older black men at church would tell me to cut my hair, cut my locks. They'd be like,
yo, where can do you have an Insta or some place where people can find you or
I do have an Instagram. It's Josiah, like Joxiya Bendecido.
Make sure you come to City Hall.
Yeah.
I speak at City Hall online every week. There's a regular meeting, and we're trying to help people that actually need weed get a legal license for it. We want to get it recreational in PA. So I'm with lobbyists. I'm with Martha Stewart, CBD. I support Snoop Dogg and all he's doing. But my goal is to start an all-black and an all-Latino law firm so we can help people, who, human rights have been discriminated against. So be on the lookout. Free More Female Inmates, that's a group on Facebook. The Femi Hemp Industries, you know what I'm saying? So we want it for women at cancer, people who have PTSD, people that deserve it. But all in all, I don't know. I think it's a good discussion. I don't think it's a bad thing. Hey, man, keep making that good example for people. Keep delivering that good food. This is Josiah, Uber Eats. I say he's doing a good job. Uber Eats, I give this man 4 stars. Look at the bike. It's clean as shit. Does the bike have a name?
The bike's like brand of it is.
My bike's name is Betsy.
Oh, I call this Steely.
Oh, I thought you was going to say Pronto, man. We got to keep up with that guy. That guy's like he's no homo, man. I see him running all the time.
Yeah,
all right, man.
He look great, dude.
Be on the lookout for Betsy. I deliver DoorDash. Yeah. When you see me on my bike, her name is Betsy. All right? It's my old girlfriend's name. Just make sure nobody steals my bike. I'll make sure nobody steals your bike. And if they scratch our dog, we'll get their cat. All right, my guy.
All right, brother.
All right, word. Pittsburgh Power. Good morning. What's going on with you, man? You need crisis? All right, no socks. You don't need food or any drink, any water.
I got some.
You good?
Water, yeah.
All right, man. How long have you been sitting out here, man? Years? If you could get into a shelter, would you get into one? You prefer to be on the street?
Yeah, I want a house.
What's that?
I want a house.
Oh, you want a house, so you're just saving up for a house?
Yeah.
All right. If there was a program that could help you get a house like Allegheny Links, would you work with them? You just like to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
All right, man. Stay out of trouble, all right? All right. Your squad car this morning and represent Pitt Police today.
Look for the job. Look for the job. I love what I do.
How long you been doing your job?
About a year.
I've been seeing this guy do his job, and he seems to do a really good job for me. So whenever you see this guy, respect that man. Pitt Police holding it down for Pittsburgh, PA.
Greetings and salutations. This is Chief Security Officer Don Corleone of American Muscle Security, LLC, in conjunction with stackbooksfoundation, LLC. Salute to everybody that's with us during Operation Reforge. This is Operation Get Well USA, and I'm your host, Donnie Guard, badge number 11516464772. Bodyguard, whistleblower, watchdog, search party coordinator, means special police. I did say police. So, Obviously I'm gonna have to edit those numbers, but for integrity's sake, this is my storage unit, where I'm gonna keep my furniture when I move my stuff in. And again, don't forget to be more like Jack, and don't be a pack rat. So this one's a little bit small. I don't know how much furniture I'm going to be able to put in here, but at least I got my foot in the door. So right now I got a couple of tools there. I'm going to leave my baseball equipment here, just my bat and my mitt, a couple things. You see I have my power drill right there. I'm just going to unload a little bit and begin to bring some order to my life. I don't know what they do. They stay in, what do you call it? They bounce from shelter to shelter with no intentions of actually using the shelter and the infrastructure of the social network. Not to be confused with platforms, but social workers, and churches and schools and jobs that help people get an apartment. They don't ever do that. So this is not to be confused with that. I do have right now 3 storage units. One down the street, this one here, and I have one at U-Haul. Okay, the one at U-Haul, I'm a little bit late, but the one down the street, I'm all the way paid up. This one, I'm all the way paid up. So the reason why is because this is actually the process of moving into a place. Okay. Now, nobody's trying to get all of the luxuries in the world and then the house or the apartment. Nobody's even trying to go from a storage unit to a house and skip an apartment. I actually am going to get an apartment, but you can't let everybody know everything because it's not everybody's business, and people will try to cut you off at the red light and get your stuff. This is not a cartoon. This is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there are many thieves in the temple that we know as Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay. So, what are the most important components of a house? A couch. Basically, furniture. Nobody stores all of their eggs in one baskets. You only need 2 to 3 baskets, no more. Now, you can tell what a person's intention is by what they have in their storage unit. Or you can listen to the talk in the town and be lost in translation when it comes to anybody and the 8 million stories that revolve around everybody and not just somebody who majors in environmental sciences. Okay. Furniture. 1 storage unit for furniture. Okay. 1 storage unit for clothes. The 3rd storage unit is for liabilities. Okay. That doesn't mean money. That doesn't mean food. Never put money in a storage unit. Never put food in a storage unit. It attracts the wrong people, whether you're talking about insects or whether you're talking about unwelcome visitors when it comes to people that like money, that are the wrong kind of friends. Okay? Write that down. I'm going to disassemble. Filthy animals. Filthy, stinking animals. Get out of here. It's Officer Corleone. It's 1:13 p.m. Monday, January 6th, 2025. Okay. Do not do anything I would not do. All right. And now it's time to say goodbye to all my family. Check. My storage unit lock sounds nice. Check one. Okay, the ground looks pretty clear as far as I could help it. Check two. All right. My razor to shave my face. Got my tailor equipment to tailor my outfit. Check three. Now, when you're camping with the Arnold, which is me, I said D Arnold. I did not say Z Arnold. That's somebody else. You want to make sure that you don't say things for cliche purpose, but which means because it's funny, or you're a goof troop by yourself. You say it because we're actually doing it, you know, or for the purpose of accurate inventory. Okay. Some days we have a checklist of 100. Some days we have a checklist of 20 things. Some days, if we're lucky, we'll have a checklist of 10, 15 things. Okay. You don't want to check one, check two, and then just stop. No, we got a lot of things to cover, depending on how much we prepare the night before. And try to keep track. Because like the what's it called? The handcuff meister. Okay, guru said when teaching me when I was watching this online handcuffing backpack sounds nice, check two. Vest sounds nice, check three. Why do I say sounds? Because as I put it on my back, it sounds like nothing fell out, so it's all the way zipped up. I turn around and check it, and it looks nice. Check five. As we do in training, so we do in the field. common courtesy to try and make this look as nice as possible. So when they're showing the unit to other customers, you know, it doesn't look like Whoville. Okay. There you go. Some final notations. Make sure I got everything. Okay, speak and span. M-I-C-K-E-Y. M-O-U-S-C. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Be more like Jack, don't be a pack rat. Doesn't sound like there's anything stirring in the house. So now I say goodbye, or it's time for me to say goodbye to all of my family. M-I-C-K-E-Y. M-O-U-S-C. And this shirt does not belong to me. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Just where I saw it when I passed it when I got off the elevator the first time. And it's off to the JOB. Whew. Clear. So now I wait for the bus. Another day in God's country. All cars are welcome to ride along. I'm GUARD. Special police.
Yeah, that's also great. I did work to make sure for my fine. I was like, I was just I got really or not. And I was like, going back to the hospital. I need to go. I have them on my house. Make all the difference. Now that I got here without those plans, I have been out really every morning. Well, this morning I got up and honestly, I got up and sleep. Oh, I was up at 7 a.m. I just texted you like later. I was like traffic on. My neck hurts. I am on my side. What's terrible is the fact that I would still want to get that's the worst of it all. Like that makes me more mad about everything is the fact that I still want to reach out. Forget everything. That's the most terrible thing. I need to fix it. That's the 2 day rule. Honestly, well, that would be great. If it went shitty again, you think that it went shitty again. Then I would actually really then I would really
Match your son, Pittsburgh, man. Because I'm Pittsburgh, you're Pittsburgh. What's wrong with your style? You don't have none. I'm not pooping on you. Somebody is pooping on you. I don't know who it is, but somebody's pooping on you. Let me explain something to you. The spirit of creativity in the city of Pittsburgh is suppressed, and a lot of people are saying it's not black against black. It's somebody who's controlling your artistic integrity as a whole beyond music. Visual painters, fashion designers, dancers, DJs, teachers, sculptors, whatever you're doing. Where is it? I don't see it. Is there like an Art Deco place in Pittsburgh? I don't see it. I'm not just talking about the black Art Deco. Where's the white one? I don't see it. Okay. In Miami. That's Miami to use. There's an Art Deco section called Wynwood. But there's art throughout the city. And Nueve. Okay? That's New York to you. Okay? What are you doing? So for the past 2 years, I just came in here and put my foot on the neck of every young person that wants to be creative with whatever they're doing. That's what I did. When did I do that in between squatting my laundry and going to class? I never did that. Somebody got you by the neck because you owe them to smoke trees or do whatever drug you're doing because you're stupido. If I wanted to do drugs, I would do drugs, but I wouldn't let nobody control my life if I had an addiction. I wouldn't. Because I wouldn't have an addiction. I would have a routine of smoking a healthy amount of marijuana, and I would never owe anybody a penny. And as soon as they start acting like they're irreplaceable, they would never see me when I say, all right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. And then that tomorrow never came. And I'd still be... Yo, isn't that guy? Who? Where? Son. I've never seen that person before. Who that? That's a glowworm. I've never seen that glowworm before. Who? I can't see it, man. It looks like a lot of smoke and no light. I don't see smoke with no light. Give me a light. You'll come back tomorrow, man. I'm about to go to sleep. That's what I would do. Because I don't owe anybody for any smoke that I ever inhaled in my lungs the whole entire life of me. I don't owe anybody for nothing. There's only one plug in the galaxy, and it's God. This is what happens. All your money goes to whatever that is. And it's 2025 and you still don't get it. You gotta be like this. And you gotta conserve. You have to conserve. Whatever you get from the dispensary, lawfully, okay? Lawfully. Lawfully. Until the weekend's over and Monday comes and it's open, or Saturday and then it's. I believe like mostly it's Sunday it's closed. I don't know. I haven't been to these places in 2 years. Okay. So somebody can't say it's their way or no way. And you're spinning for weeks at a time to try and get right with that person, but your dream of being a dancer is dying. Your dream of being a DJ, a sculptor, whatever you were going to be before you became the dumpster of the galaxy, whether you're a guy or a female, died. And back then you were laughing, but then by this point, I'm a New York investor. Okay, I'm a lawyer and an owner of a law firm and a construction company, and I'm riding a forest green Harley Davidson. You're like, man, I just wish I wasn't such poopy to you, man. Can I have $1? I'm hungry. Do you have a cigarette? I'm like, who are you? I'm the person, remember? We used to go to school together, but now I'm Carson Street dumpster. Please, please, Mr. Richard Gere, save me. Is that person talking Ugandan or is that Botswana? It sounds like Korean, Saudi Arabian, Botswana. Suburban, pull away. You want that to happen because I don't hate on people. I just stay about my business. But forget what I just said because now it's going to sound like a gloating thing, and I'm not really gloating. I'm telling you the spirit of creativity and white people, black people, Asian people, all it died. Well, where's it at? I don't see it. I don't hear it. Pittsburgh is dead creatively. And you let that happen. Philly ain't dead. New York ain't dead. New Jersey's not dead. Miami's not dead. Atlanta's not dead. Nobody, like, the spirit of creativity is very much doing what it's always been doing. You got to figure it out. Nobody controls my pockets. The reason why my pockets is like they are right now, because school is more important to me than money. In China, in 2008, the Sichuan earthquake took an enormous toll of deaths and injuries, particularly to communities and the school children. And 2011, a massive earthquake off the coast of Japan. It caused a huge tsunami, and the subsequent meltdown of the Fukushima nuclear plant, and that disaster is still unfolding. Play video starting at imagine. If you audited this class, you would learn the same thing. These are notes, okay? Welcome to what my life is about. You see, this is more important to me than this, I didn't beg for that. It just flew to me. Some woman said, yeah, yo, here's $10. Yo. 20 minutes before that, some guy said, here's $10. $20 I made, and I wasn't asking nobody for no money. I was exercising, training for a $200,000 boxing fight that I got scheduled. And guys with little weenuses try to throw me under the bus so I can't compete like every boxer who competes from the bottom. We got boxing and books, and guys that can't fight try to throw us under the bus so we compete when we're 80. You ever seen a movie Gladiator? It's not black against black or any color against this. Marcus Aurelius could never overcome the emperor. He didn't even want to be the emperor. So I'm not saying it's underdogs against rich people. That's not what I'm saying. There is rich people that do endorse athletes. There is. Even underdogs. There is. The game stays the same, but the faces change. You could have people in your own community that hate on you. Notice, I said guys with small weenus, WENISs, competing against guys, throwing guys under the bus that are underdogs. We're not broke. We're not homeless. We're just mysterious, mystique, matriculating. Why does matriculate sound so much like matriculating? Because you can't matriculate without being meticulous. And meticulous means it's a method to what I'm doing. You're saying I'm mad, but I don't see how. How am I mad? How? Andy Dufresne got out of jail because he crawled through poop. He didn't really get out of jail in real life like that. That's just an analogy. What he had to do was learn to be a servant of the community instead of being a rich guy that probably worked at H&R Block. And everybody that I know at H&R Block is cool. But at some accounting firm, there's guys that go home one night drunk off of vodka, and they kill the guy that's sleeping with their wife, all because of vodka. And a firearm that they should never own, because you can't own firearms if you like vodka. Something bad is going to happen. So he actually, in real life, for him to get out of that situation, he had to sit down and be humble and associate with people that he never would have associated with until he ended up in that situation. And realize there has to be some commonality between him and the people that he wanted to be so separatist from. Crawling through poop is doing people favors that you don't want to do a favor for beyond money. He had to wash people's clothes. He had to maybe help somebody in some way that's not unlawful. He had to do something. You're not going to, you know what I mean? He had to be one. He had to one himself. He had to sit down and be humble because money doesn't save you in jail. Respect saves you. And it's not respect for the authority. That's part of it. It's respect for the common person that you overlook all the time. Anyhow, the message is salute to everybody out there that's doing their thing. And anybody else that don't mind working with a guy like me who's in law school. I make beats. I carry music equipment. I'm a team player. I'm a barber. I'm a team player. I'm a ghostwriter. I do staging lighting. I engineer. And I'm never going to starve. I'm too wavy. I'll never, ever starve. Never. Like, ever. Like, if you're dumb if you think I'm not going to own a record label whenever I graduate. But it's beyond that. It's bigger than hip hop. I didn't make that statement. I'm not the first rapper to decide to go to law school. Rick Ross was a correctional officer. They couldn't stop him. He's a boss now. I'm going to be a boss in the future. Not as big as that boss. That's never going to happen. But I am going to be a boss. Salute to Rick Ross. Salute to Birdman. Salute to Lil Wayne. Definitely salute to Kendrick. Salute to J. Cole. Salute to Real Hip Hop. Salute to Joey Badass. Okay? Salute to real Pittsburgh that doesn't get caught up in the confusion. Because our city is going to be prominent and we're going to be known for a bunch of rappers. Because a bunch of you guys rap, and we should have a zillion rappers like New York City that's big, that made it. Why aren't you guys making it? You saying like some black on black crime shit? Philly got a zillion rappers. Gilly the Kid. Petey Crack. Whole State Property. Everybody from State Property, even though The Rock is not really together like it was, they're still together. They're still doing very well for themselves. Seagull's still doing very well for himself. They're all doing very well for themselves. How many rappers are there in Pittsburgh? Yeah, tell me. Is that what you guys want? So if you don't want Pittsburgh to choke out every rapper that tries to be successful, every fashion designer, every visual artist, control your art and get it to your customers and get that money without the people that are taxing you in between. And that's why everybody talks about Pittsburgh like it's the city of no artistic creation whatsoever. Because it's a very snobby city when it comes to some people, but the smart people still abide and they put it out. There is successful musicians in Pittsburgh, but I want to hear you turn it up more. Turn it up and not that gang crap. I am not gang. I do not gang bang. Rap like that and people will hear you. You know why 50 Cent is so successful? Because 50 Cent doesn't base his music career off rapping about stereotypical black man music. His raps aren't about twerking. They're not about smoking weed. They're not about selling weed or selling drugs. They're about being a businessman. 50 was co-signed by Robert Greene. Would Robert Greene co-sign anybody in Pittsburgh in the music industry? He should. Make him co-sign him because it's possible. But Robert Greene is not going to co-sign artists that rap about weed, drug dealing, or anything street. And that's why he co-signs 50 Cent, because 50 Cent is not street. He's a businessman. The kind of businessman that could go at Jay-Z and still be around.